Welcome. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how we can install Galera Cluster on Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9. These are our 3 VMs. They are all running Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9. And for this purpose, in our course repo, I have created this document, and this is the Galera Cluster setup. So this actually, the Galera Cluster setup has two parts. One is downloading and installing the Galera replication library, and the second piece is to the installation, download and installation of the generic MySQL server with added sportive component of WSRep, that is the write set replication support. So as of recording of this lesson, the latest version of replication library, this is version 4, it is 26.4.21, and the MySQL with that support is 80.40.26.21. Let me go there in the site where we can see this is the galeracluster.com downloads page. From here it says that the stable release is Galera 4, and this is the Galera 4 replication library that I just talked about. Okay, and the other one is this one. This is the MySQL for WSRep 8 for Red Hat 9 Enterprise Linux 9 for the 64 architect, and these are the RPMs that we need to download. And to make it easy, I have already gone through and I have just copy paste from there to here, and I will do in front of you. Okay, so let's go ahead and log into each of these Red Hat machines. This is my local Mac terminal, and I have opened 3 connections. Let me go ahead and connect to Galera Cluster node 1. I just, for the simplicity of typing again and again SSH minus I, the PEM file, I just created this one file. Let me show you VI. I just created this under SSH client configuration file, where I have defined these connections right there. So host GCN1, GCN2, GCN3, these are the public IP addresses. They all should be connected via EC2 user using this private key, and the compression for the traffic I want to have enabled. Okay, let me go back and connect to SSH GCN1. Go ahead and copy. That will be GCN2. Sorry, did I mess up something? Yes. Galera Cluster node 2, and then I will do SSH Galera Cluster node 3. Okay, now let's go ahead, and once we log in, do the sudo, because we will be actually installing. So in order to install any RPM, we need to have a sudo privileges. So let's go ahead and sudo -i to all of them. Okay. Actually, let me do only on one, and then you take care of that. We will give this assignment to you and the Bob instead of, because this will take this video so long. So let me quickly do on one, and then you repeat this exercise the other two. So first of all, let's download these RPMs. For that, I'm just creating a separate Galera Cluster folder under temp directory, so I don't want to intervene with anything existing. Let's go ahead and create under temp and cd to there. Right now there should be nothing. Let's go ahead, and if we don't have wget, go ahead and install wget. If it's not there, it's not there. Go ahead and install wget. Once you do that, go ahead and pull this file for the Galera application library, and this is exactly what I'm talking about, this file. Okay, on Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9. So go ahead and do that. After that, go ahead and, since we have downloaded this locally, go ahead and install it locally. So let's go ahead and install this. Once it is installed, let's go ahead and check what package was installed. It was installed exactly Galera 4.26.4 for the Enterprise Linux 9. And please note, this is the Galera replication that is responsible for all the replication between all the primary nodes of a Galera cluster. And what really it brought down to our system, this brought down to two actually executable files, guard systemd and guard bd. This is Galera cluster arbiter, so we will talk about later if the time permits. And then it actually have the library. Please note this path, this library. This is the main library that is responsible for all the replication between all the primary nodes of a Galera cluster. Other than that, it has all these shared the manuals for all this, but the main thing we need to look at this file. And then what it did, it actually created a guard.service arbiter service under user lib systemd, and then we can stop this on demand and this one utility. Okay, so after this is done, let's go ahead and do the RPM for the MySQL. Well, it's selected all, so why not copy? Let's do that. So right now, unless it has only one, let's go ahead and download all the RPM packages for the MySQL 8040 with the supported added supportive component of WSREP. You will see that they all name with MySQL-WSREP, this one. So let's see this. Let me see ls. When you will run, you should see there should be wc minus l line. There should be 10, total 10. Okay, when you will do, there should be 10. Okay, once this is done, let's go ahead and locally install all of them. Why not? Let's copy all of them. Control C, Control V, and this will install one after the other in a sequential order as I have copied and pasted. After this all will be done, go ahead and verify, and we will verify with the MySQL-WSREP, or even if you do without WSREP, we should see all these install like client and server and the WS component. Okay, this is done. Let's go ahead and verify. So we should have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then one is the one we already tested, the Galera replication, this one. Okay, so these all make 9. So now we have downloaded all the Galera cluster component, we have installed them, we have verified them. Please go ahead and take care of them on the node 2 and node 3, and after you are done, meet me in the next lesson where we will start actually setting up the Galera cluster. I hope this lesson has been informative for you, and then for the next one I will see you in the next lesson.